Hurley Pro Sunset Beach, presented by Shiseido, and Carissa Moore showing that there's some lump and bump out in the lineup here. Opening round for the women kicked off half-hour heats, and 3 surfers out in the water. Top 2 advance into the round of 16. Here we go. Bettylou Sakura Johnson, the youngster, just a teenager, and some great turns there. Patient and a complete ride. So the first meaningful score is going to be fired by the rookie in this heat. I'm Kuiper Guerrero, joined by 88 world champ Barton Lynch.
Stephanie Gilmore and her obviously looked upon as the 2 shining bright lights of this world tour. And then this lady in the yellow jersey, Moana Jones Wong.
Yeah, Moana with that yellow leaders jersey by way of a victory, a historic victory at Pipeline. And now showing us her backhand here at Sunset Beach. And I really like the first look of that wave for Moana Jones Wong.
I feel exactly the same way. It was a difficult wave to ride. It was bumpy and lumpy, but the experience showed, and she was able to get the board on the rail and get those turns. It was a difficult wave. We'll have a look at it here on the replay. Drops down the face. First turn. Nice, clean snap. Good extension at the top of that one. An early bottom turn that gave her that little whip out of the top and then into a third. Nice closeout, completing that ride in a very professional, no nerves at all.
Yeah, as we look at it from above, BL, I did not know what to expect from Moana Jones Wong here at Sunset. I knew her surfing at Pipeline, but I'm already impressed with her act at Sunset.
Yeah, that was a great start. You see here the drive getting low, and then the extension out of the top to get the snap, and then there was that mid-turn face, didn't even go near the bottom to get a second snap in, and then that enabled her to time that last turn beautifully. Absolutely, there is this desensitization to the size of the waves because they are consistently in that range.
Yeah, 3-foot Hawaiians head high. Here we go, Carissa Moore. Come around this section here, and a little tentative turn for the 5-time world champ, and the kick out. One more angle here of Carissa Moore. We're still waiting for this number. Has to come around this corner to get into some open face, and then just gets a little caught up. Probably not the arc that Carissa Moore wanted on that turn. Sticks with the wave, however, and looks to salvage it on the inside with one more off the top, kicking out in control. Water angle here for Carissa Moore. Lovely water work by our camera out there, Fluid Vision. He's been bringing us all of these sights throughout the competition, and I love this angle where you get the appreciation. Actually a teenager at the time, I take that back. Moana Jones Wong again. Nice arc off the top, and that's all that wave's going to offer for Moana Jones Wong. 4.17. She's going to get her backup number right now. We'll usher her back out to the lineup. Here's a replay. And Jones Wong with a nice carve off the top there. Lots of water moving, and the Camiland Rip in full effect as you see all of our surfers paddling and repositioning themselves in this broad playing field. That is Sunset Beach. Stroked into this. Bettylou Sakura Johnson disappears from view and just illustrates the height of these waves. Sakura manages the lump and bump onto the inside steeper section here and looks for a big finish, flaring it out. Unfortunately, unable to hang on for that finish. So we'll see what the number comes in. Recipient coming into this event, and then the young 16-year-old right here. This is Bettylou Sakura Johnson. Just patient, taking her time. I like the fact that she has a little bit of a longer equipment under her foot, and that firewire looks like it's working just fine. A little mistimed on the finish here. Let's see what happened. She went a little high, fins came out the back, and unable to ride out in front of the white. The young 16-year-old from North Shore Moana Jones-Wong. Again, beautiful arc, patient bottom turn, and has to skip through that section, but she's going to lean on that one dynamic turn for her score on that way. Let's take a look here. Moana Jones-Wong. A beautiful, controlled arc on the backhand, and wanted a little bit more open face, but unfortunately, that wave ran away. Let's go down to the sea for this vision from the channel, and you can see the pressure applied on that top turn, and then the sectiony right behind her. Carissa Moore. Frothy face to deal with. Nice arcing turn for the 5-time world champ. Difficult water up in front of her. Pops it up for one more off the top before kicking out into the channel. So things are heating up here, and the action in this heat 3 of the opening round is fulfilling everything we anticipated in this heat for Sunset Beach as that ran away. Moore on the replay. Controlled turn through some white watery face, and then just a little pop here at the end. Again, more replay from the channel here of Carissa Moore.
How good does that feel to get those numbers from the judges?
Thank you, of course. I think you always want to start with those numbers, but you never know. And I think similar to Pipeline, and here you can win a heat with a couple threes. And so I think my game plan was just to start that rhythm and try to stay with the rhythm of the ocean. And it worked out even in the end.
And you talk about being 14 back in 2009, and now, 2022, you've had a lot of experience on tour. What do you think this year is going to bring for you?
Here's the replay. Carissa Moore, little pump off the bottom there. Cut back, just waiting for this one to stand up in front of her. There's a nice carving turn out of the top, and there's that section dropping down in front of her. She'll make her way through to the inside there.
And usually I'm a big organizer and a big planner and, plan out my whole year. But I think with all the experience I've had and 11 years on tour, I'm taking it a little bit differently this time around, and really trying to give it my all and put some grit back into my surfing and really prove that I still want it to myself.
Love watching you surf, love catching up with you. Thanks for your time.
Stand by, Carissa.
Larry Bertelman with the afro and all those guys hanging out in some wild-looking clothes in the 70s. Here we go, up and riding real time here. Bettylou coming from behind the white water and having to jump it. It was one of those images, one of those moments that's just burned into my memory, and I every time I walk past and I look at these brand new sort of mansion style homes, my heart reflects back to those times. And
6.66 within the gravity of this heat is a fairly large number. Here she goes, patiently dropping in. Nice hook off the top there. She's going to need a little bit more on this wave. Woo! Big high risk maneuver, lip glide, and that may have made the difference for Moana Jones-Wong.
Where you felt it as well, like, oh, she's too deep. Here we go. Let's look at this replay. Beautiful backhand bottom turn. Snaps powerfully out of the top. It was right here, Kibes, when you went, she better get going. And she went straight up into that lip, completed the re-entry beautifully. It was critical. It was late. Mid-face turn made it all possible. A lot of white water all around her. Makes me think of the 9.43 yesterday, when that's the reason it makes me feel like there's every chance that may be the sort of score that gets her out of third place.
Some poise displayed here by Sakura, and she has a big finish as well on the inside. So the wild card and the rookie may be taking it to the 5-time world champ. The unexpected, BL.
45 seconds on the clock too, which kind of caught me off guard. I went, how long's left? Oh my gosh, there's hardly any time left at all. 40 seconds.
A 6.57 drops for Moana Jones-Wong and does not get the score. I wanted to report that to you. Although we're watching this replay, this is actually probably going to be an excellent score for Bettylou, Sakura, Johnson. And Moana Jones-Wong, with all of that effort, BL, we are going to see her in the elimination round.
Yeah, an 8.17 comes through for Bettylou, so you're right on the money there with excellence. 6.57. I'm reflecting on the 6.10 of Carissa Moore's, and I feel like that 6.57 was much more critical surfing.